I can still try. So this is something to take very seriously. I know you are the incarnate Son of God. Well, let's just see. And because this curriculum is missing, that's why we have raised many Samsons and not many Josephs. Many people are a flash in the pan. Just rain for a season and fall. Have you seen brilliant people? They had to excuse from work. Not because they were not great at the job, but because of other things. Just lack of character. It's lack of character. Excellent engineer, but you couldn't say no to bribe. Or very brilliant, but every lady passing in the office, you want to slap her bum as greeting. Are there no people like that? Was Because you can learn engineering and not learn obedience. That's what I'm telling you. You can learn medicine and not learn obedience. You can learn the things of the Spirit and not learn obedience. This curriculum is important. If you skip it, it doesn't matter how far you go. You can come down in an instant. I have a proposition. What if we change the lens with which we rated ourselves? What if we rated ourselves the way 1 Corinthians 13 rated people? When it says, though I speak with tongues of men and of angels, if I have not love, I am nothing. What if you began to rate yourself based on character development, not on gift? Are you getting what I'm saying? If he says, I am nothing without love, maybe that's a good place to start. I'm very gifted, but what about my character development? Check very well. Look at 1 Timothy 3. And look at all the requirements for those who desire the office of a bishop, of a deacon, and all of that. 9 out of 10 things he mentioned were character, not charisma. 9 out of 10 things. He must be blameless, husband of one wife, temperate, sober-minded, of good behavior, hospitable. Have you seen many people who even use their spirituality as an excuse for rudeness? He must be hospitable. Please, thank you, hello, goodbye. Simple things. Some people are too deep to learn it. He must be hospitable. In this verse, how many things pertain to character, to charisma? Just one. Able to teach. Just one. Every other thing, behavior. Listen to me. This doesn't just apply to ministry. It applies to whatever sphere of influence that the Lord is training you for. If you don't have the character, you can't sustain success. Even if you attain the success, you are a flash in the pan, you will disappear. It won't take time. In fact, success is a trap for people who lack character. Anybody you want to destroy, if you discover that they don't have character, give them success. That's part of what Paul said here. He says, don't ordain a novice lest he be lifted up with pride. Character, wisdom. For a job like pastoring, because people honor the grace on their life, on your life. They will sit under your teaching. Some of them old enough to be your parents times 2. It takes wisdom. It takes character. It takes understanding spiritual context and natural context. Are you getting what I'm saying? You know, a friend of mine was telling me, fresh graduate from school, he had touched power. He felt like the Lord was using him, so he just went home. He said, told his mom, kneel down, I want to impart you. And you know, there are phrases, there are phrases that justify these things. Oil flows downward, not upward. You know. It's a real thing. If the devil could tempt Jesus, he would tempt you. And you will go through that test. I can give you different contexts in the business world, as a student, and in all of these things. I remember, because I took my work with God seriously on campus. And of course, automatically, some things, I'd always been a good boy. I've never brought in expo to an exam hall in my life, even when I was in the world. Never. But I don't ask what's number 2. That's I go lie for you. You know. Now. Even sign symbol, we don't do. A, B, C, you know now. But I remember the first tough exam that I was faced with, filled with the Spirit. Now, I'm looking at this thing. There was opportunity to ask. I read, but I had forgotten this formula. If I don't ask, I might fail this thing. And I said no. I will never forget. I said no. This is my new life now. I'm not going to cheat. How I passed that course till now, I don't know how God did it. I don't know. The reason I'm trying to take my time with this is because some of these things are easier said than done. You will be tested. You will be tested. Listen, and God allows it. It was the Spirit that led Jesus to the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. He led him there. It was part of it. And that's akin to God knowing that there's a serpent in the garden and allowing the process. Because that's how you grow. It doesn't matter how what I'm preaching you blesses you today. It is when you go out there that it will matter. That's how I will know if you really learned or not. It can be on your way back. On your way back, last man stops you. Before they even, just quickly, how far now, bro? Then you are the same one praying for this country to be better. You know, I went to preach in one of the states in this country. And one of the people working close to the governor, the person in charge of all the contract allocation in that state, he follows our ministry, so he asked to see me in the hotel. Now, so I was laughing. I said, how is your work? He said, by the grace of God, I've kept integrity, but it's hard. Even church people are expecting me to have more money than my salary allocation. Because ask yourself, if you hear that one of your friends is in top governance, won't you start billing him?